Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to your bi weekly Fed Choice Live. It's me, Courtney, and today I have another special guest with me. Today I have Sharita joining us. Hey, Sharita.
Hi, everyone.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So, before we get started, tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been with the credit union, and what do you do here?
Okay, so my name is Sharita, and I work in the Recovery Services Department. I'm a Recovery Services Specialist or collections, if you will. And I've been with the credit union going on almost 10 years next
Oh,
year.
wow. Almost a decade. Look at you getting your 10-year certificate. Well, thank you for taking some time out. Sharita wanted to come on today's Facebook Live because she came to me and she said, she's noticed in the recovery services department, there are a couple of members who have been dealing with some scams, and there are some new scams that have come about because of the pandemic. So, Sharita and I are going to discuss with you all today some of the different scams that you all should be on the lookout for, and just some different ways that you can keep yourself guarded for scams that may come your way. Hopefully, nothing does. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But if something does come your way, you can be prepared and know what to look out for.
Mhm,
So the first scam that we see sometimes our members deal with is fake job offers.
mhm,
So some people might be looking for a job, and you're going on different websites, and you might see a job offer that just looks a little bit too good to be true. Maybe they give you a guaranteed salary, like they'll say, you can start earning money tomorrow, and you'll start earning $1,000 a day, and it's like, what?
mhm,
Sounds that sounds great, right?
mhm, mhm.
But a lot of times, those are too good to be true. If they offer you like a guaranteed salary that's really high, or on the spot jobs with no interviews, no resume, nothing like that, that can oftentimes be a scam. And what they do is they'll ask you to send money to pay for your equipment or pay
Mhm.
for a certification. And then of course you never get that equipment or you never get that certificate, and then you're left losing money. So
Mhm.
that's one scam we've seen.
Okay. So the next scam that we've been seeing throughout the pandemic is what we like to call catfishing. And we've run into this, I guess a lot of people, if you're single or you live at home by yourself, your children are grown. Some people have turned to dating websites, which is nothing wrong with that. But you have to be careful because we're noticing an influx in people who are joining these websites and then they're getting contacted by someone who is asking for money. We've seen members give out their online banking information to these people that they never met. They've only talked to them over the phone, via text and email and things like that. And they will say that, they'll make a deposit into your account and they are requesting that you send some of the funds back via either Bitcoin or purchasing gift cards or phones and things that we can't really get the money back. If you were to send somebody Bitcoin to do a wire or purchase gift cards, we can't really reimburse you for that if it is later determined that it's fraud. So just be careful with meeting people on these dating websites now when they're telling you that they need money or they're asking you to send someone money on their behalf. That's typically a common sign, and you should stay away. The scammers, they get very persistent. They call you all the time. They're trying to reach out to you, and it's a little aggressive. That's
Mhm.
another indication that you may need to stop talking to that particular individual.
Yeah, that is a popular one. I've seen news stories about that as well. So
Mm-hmm.
another thing you want to look out for is fake websites. So sometimes you might want to go online to pay your water bill, for example. And if you enter in the wrong website, you could be going to a phishing website where they're there to collect your information.
Mm-hmm.
You'll put your debit card number in, or you'll put your Fed Choice account number into that website. And now those scammers have your information and they're going to be making transactions on your behalf that you did not authorize. So look out for these fake websites. Sometimes they'll steal the logos. They will use a URL that is very similar to the website that you're going to. They come up fake bank websites, fake shopping websites, utility websites that are all meant to have you entering your personal information and send money to people that are not who you are really intending to pay. So always look for a statement. Like I said, if you're paying your water bill, or even if you need to pay us at Fed Choice, look for a statement to find out our real web address, and just for
And phone
reference,
number if you want to call too.
yeah, and phone number. If you ever want to go to Fed Choice, to our website, it's fedchoice.org. I like to always remind people that fedchoice.org. Don't get confused and go to any other website, because that could could have you ending up in a scam situation. So definitely make sure that you're looking at the right website, the correct phone number. All of those things are important, because you want to ensure that when you do have to give out your debit card or maybe your account number, you're giving it to the legit businesses that you are doing business with. Yeah.
So the next one that we wanted to talk about is applying for loans. A lot of members at this point either are out of work temporarily or have been for an extended period of time and need to borrow money. So my suggestion is that if you can, or my suggestion would be to go to whatever bank or credit union you have an account with. We've come across a lot of members that are going online to websites, like Courtney said, and they're not authenticating the company. And so they're applying for loans, but they're not legitimate companies. And so, the members need the money, and they're being told that, hey, if you give me your account information, we'll deposit a check into your account. Again, giving out their online banking credentials, username, password. And these people are depositing bad checks into the members' accounts, and then the members are withdrawing the money and either sending it back to the companies, or they're withdrawing the money to, purchase whatever they need to purchase or pay whatever bill they need to pay. But then the checks are returned as closed accounts, return to maker, things like that. And then so the members are unfortunately on the hook for that money. I've always told people, if you don't feel comfortable, contact us and you can bring the check in before you deposit it, because as a credit union or a financial institution, we do have resources that we can use to validate the check and let you know that it is a valid check, or maybe you probably shouldn't deposit it, or if we do deposit it, we can put an extended hold on it to ensure that the funds are good. And then after a certain period of time, we can make the money available to you if we can determine that it is a valid check. So just be careful when you're giving out, or your personal information, period, when you're applying for anything, because you never know who you're giving your information to. People can take that information and apply for loans, and you're oblivious to what's going on. So I always tell people to contact the 3 credit bureaus. The 3 different credit bureaus that we have are Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. You can put a freeze on your credit report for free. And what that freeze does is, if anybody gets your social, all they need is your social and your date of birth, and they can apply for anything. What happens is, when you place that freeze on your credit report, before the company is able to do a hard pull, there is a passcode that you have to create, and you have to contact the 3 different credit bureaus and provide them with that passcode to lift the freeze in order for that company to pull your credit. So I always make that recommendation, because then you have a little more control and you're a little more aware of what may be going on if you are a victim of some type of scam or fraud.
Yeah, that's a one that comes up a lot too. And the last one that we wanted to discuss is not quite a new one, but it still is prevalent, are lottery scams. People calling you to say that you won the lottery. And what they will say is that you need to pay the taxes and the fees up front. So they'll have you send them money, And once you send that, the promise that they make is once you send that money, you will get your lottery winnings. Of course, this is also not true. You're not going to win a lottery that you didn't sign up for.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that to definitely keep in mind. If you didn't sign up for this lottery, there's a great chance you're not going to win it. And if it's a foreign lottery, it is illegal for United States citizens to participate in foreign lotteries. So probably didn't win that one either. So definitely just keep an eye out. If you get any phone calls or receive any communication saying that you won the lottery and you don't play the lottery, you probably did not win. And again, you should not have to put up any money up front to receive your winnings if it is a legitimate lottery. So we touched on a few points, but we just want to remind you of a few things to look out for. So the first one is being asked to send, Sharita mentioned it, being asked to send gift cards or Bitcoin. This is untraceable money. So once you send gift cards, once you send Bitcoin, you cannot trace where you sent those items to. So definitely keep an eye out for people who ask you to send money in that way.
And one other thing that I did want to mention is if you some of the fraud, you know, in the scams, the members are aware of what's going on and they actively participate in them. And then some of them, the members aren't aware. If you find yourself involved in one of these particular scenarios or another scenario where you think that you've been scammed, please call us and let us know. I know that some members may be embarrassed, but the sooner you let us know, the faster we can try to protect you, protect your money. And we can take certain steps to ensure that, you know, the fraud doesn't go from $5,000 to $10,000. So let us know as soon as possible that you think that something has happened, and then we can take the necessary steps to protect both you and the credit union. Because unfortunately, the members are responsible for, you know, whether you were scammed or not. It is your responsibility, and you are responsible to pay that money back should there be some kind of loss. So the sooner you let us know, the faster we can act and try to prevent further fraud from taking place. And, you know, so that it doesn't negatively impact you and your credit score as well. So just be mindful. You know, a lot of people are struggling right now. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So just be cognizant and a little more aware, because we are in a pandemic and our economy is struggling, and so are a lot of people. So, you know, if you don't think something sounds right, call us and tell us what happened and let us know, and then we can give you some guidance and advice as to what you should do.
Yeah, that's a great point, Sharita, because a lot of people don't know we have tools that are meant to help protect you. If you do give out your account number or your PIN number or your card number, let us know. We can change those things. We can help you get that changed so that even if it got into the wrong hands, they can no longer, you know, we can change up those things so they can stop using them. And, you know, we'll definitely work with you. You might be talking to Sharita when you call in. So definitely always let us know however we can help you. We are here for you.
Yes.
You are members, and we want to look out for your financial well-being. So thank you all for joining today. Thank you again to Sharita for stopping in and chatting with me. And be on the lookout for our next Facebook Live. And we always are sharing tips and tricks throughout Facebook and on our website, so you can see other ways that you can avoid scams as well. Thank you, everybody. Have a happy Thursday. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.